about you. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? Curtis Smith here, Low Key Conversations. How y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? Episode 3. We're going to jump right into it. I have my man doing the most out here right now. I got my man Kyley Nortey here.
I don't know who Kyley Nortey is. That is a slave name.
I didn't.
You will call me Kobra Karate.
All right.
Yo,
let's do it. All right, so then that's what it is, yo. We got Kobra Karate in the building today. Yep. Let's give him a round of applause real quick, yo. Kobra Karate in the building.
AKA Kyley.
What's popping?
AKA Kyley Nortey. You know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Go ahead. That's what's up. How you been, man?
Yo, man. I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Good, man. I love the whole setup.
Yeah.
We going.
Yeah.
Everything like that.
Hey, inspiration came from everywhere.
You trying to show us up, man.
Yeah, I ain't even showing nothing up, B. Yo, y'all got your own lane right now. Your lane is, I can't dive in your lane, B. That's, hey, shout to Barely Watching,
Barely
B.
Watching, yo.
Shout to the live guys. Shout to live at 9.
Barely
Shout
Watching,
to the live guys.
Savage 13X, a random guy on the couch. My man D Noble.
Random guy on the couch, B. Y'all need to give that man some more love.
Yeah, man, he plays an important role, man.
Yo, he's an intricate part. He's an intricate part, but
everything.
Son, he's
kind of like the voice of reason.
He gets no love, B. He's like
he gets a lot of love.
He's the redheaded stepchild, B.
Sometimes he don't. Sometimes he don't stay in his lane.
Y'all be doing old boy dirt.
I'm like, nigga, play your position.
Y'all be doing old boy dirt.
Sometimes he be talking. I be like, yo, you can't be talking on a show like that. What's wrong with you, man?
That was last
can't
week.
Be doing that, man. Can't be doing that, man. Can't be doing that. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Oh, am I doing it right?
Yeah, there you go.
Am I gonna get my still? Like,
oh yeah, you're gonna get that.
I gotta do that.
You're definitely gonna get the still.
Okay.
All right, but aside from that, like first off, you're a full-time employee.
Yes,
sir. You're a working man.
Yes, I am.
All right, I appreciate that. I respect the hell out of that. You are a husband.
Yes, I am.
My man.
Yes, I am.
And you are a father.
Yes, I am.
Yo,
yes, I am.
Hitting all bases right now. Let's give Kyley a round of applause for hitting all bases right now.
I'm black too.
And you are African American.
I'm a real African American. My dad, he's from Ghana.
Word?
Yeah, my dad's from Ghana. My mom.
Spoiler alert.
So I'm a real African. I'm a real African American.
Yeah, I can't even say that.
Real African American. You know what I'm saying?
My pops is from Harlem.
Hey, so you're a Harlem American?
I'm a Harlem American. My pops is from Harlem. So the whole purpose of this is, like, I know what it is that you do. Like, yes. you do a lot. You know what I mean? Between working, being a father, being a husband. You, like I said, you hitting all bases. Mm-hmm. I just want to pick your brain a little bit.
Okay.
In regards to, how do you find the balance in between all of it and still keep your sanity? You know what I'm saying? Like, what keeps you grounded?
I mean, communication.
Okay.
Communication. And sometimes, my house is petty. So sometimes,
that word again.
My house is petty. So sometimes we be like, I did this on Monday. So, I'm not going to do nothing. So I'm just going to tuck that one in.
Yeah.
Because I got this on Friday.
Okay.
So I'm joking, but nah.
I was waiting. For it.
It's all not. That's all about
get mad. I don't want nobody to get mad.
That's all about communication, understanding. My wife knows that, this is my hobby.
Okay.
And this is something that I want to do. And eventually, if it ends up paying the bills,
yeah,
that's a plus.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just
that's not your expectation.
Nah, not my expectation. But I mean, we definitely put work into it.
Oh, absolutely.
We definitely put work into it. And, again, it's communication. A lot of times, we go live at 9. Baby watching Facebook. By the way,
yo, shout out to D-Mobile. Shout out to Cyrus. Give these boys a round of applause, man, because y'all doing the most.
Yes, sir. But no, so that show is at 9 o'clock. And basically, so it's like, on Fridays. And so everybody is basically winding down in bed. And that's when, daddy does his thing.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Perfect balance.
So now with that, how do you feel you're doing? Like, do you feel like you hitting all cylinders, or
as far as like in life, or
yeah, in life?
I mean, you could always do better in life. I'm definitely not content where I'm at. There's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
And everything. But as far as for right now, we okay. But I'm always striving or looking for some type of angle to, to be better.
Yeah.
And to make things better.
Cool.
So there's no type of struggle,
Yeah, you're not breaking your back right now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Through the grace of God, Through the grace of God, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
And you got a good support system.
Definitely.
Like you're because you're married.
Yep.
So your wife got you.
Yeah, she got me.
She backs you.
She
supports the Barely Watching movement and all that.
She's on there. She's on here talking her shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I be careful what I say, because sometimes I be going off that brown a little bit, since I be like, yeah, you be like, oh shit, my wife's watching, let me chill out real quick. Then I come home, she's like, so what was you talking that, I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh nigga, hold on for a minute. Rewind that. What does that mean?
But she know you though.
But she knows me. Cause the thing is, at the end of the day, it's like, the way I am on Facebook, social media is how I am in real life.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
What you get on live is what you're gonna get in person.
Exactly. So, I think I made that point a couple of weeks ago too. Like, you're just an extended version, or what's the word I use? You're a more animated version of yourself in front of the camera. But you're still you. It comes from somewhere.
Of course.
So now, given how long you been married?
We've been married for a little over 6 years. We've been together for about 12, 13. Wow. On off a little bit.
Wow.
But yeah, about 13 years together. 6 years, a little bit over 6 years married.
Yeah?
Yep, 3 boys, all boys.
All
girls.
boys.
No girls. But I got my niece with me, so I consider that my daughter too. So.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep, shout out to her.
Yeah, man. That's a step up. So now, 3 boys. How
and a girl.
And a girl.
16 years old.
The girl is 16?
Yes.
How's that working?
Yo, man, it's like introduce me to daughter. Like introduce me to daughterhood.
Yeah.
So to say, I used to joke about, nah, I don't want to have a daughter. Everybody comes to me like, yo, when you going to work on a girl? You got 3 boys.
What you mean, when you going to work on a girl?
I'm like, I don't make girls.
Because you got a choice, right?
I don't make girls. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I want a girl.
But it was just like, deep down inside, I look at my sons, they all gravitate towards their mom. I'm like, can I have someone, tugging on my coattail a little bit?
That.
Deep down inside. But at the end of the day, it was like, yo, I'm blessed, you know what I'm saying, with my, 3 boys, but, now, we taking on something different. Mm-hmm. And she's a good kid, and I love her and everything. Yeah. So, yeah, so it's a little different, you know, because she developed boys and everything, and so I'm asking them questions like, so
neck snapping and
who's been talking to you in school, and you know, who do you like and everything. And, they kind of play tricks on me. She comes to me and says, I gotta tell you something. I got a boyfriend, and I was like,
hold up.
Hold up. She got me. She's like, how do you feel about that? I'm like, as long as you get good grades and everything. Deep down inside, I'm like, yo. What?
So you be fronting?
Yeah, but she was like, nah, I'm joking. I was like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Nah.
That's what I thought. I'm taking it phone. Shut up.
I'm going to lose my mind the day my daughter, yo.
You eat school lunch.
Hey, we're not going there. So now, with all you got going on, do you feel like, as a couple, you and your wife, You feel like y'all spend enough time together? Like without the kids, just you and her.
Nah. Sometimes you guys, I'm saying, we get lost as a couple. Sometimes we get lost in the mommy and daddy role.
Yeah.
You know, where too much, I'm not going to say too much time, but a lot of time is spent on the house.
Okay.
But we never get that much,
quality time.
Yeah, quality time, you know. And sometimes that gets lost, you know, and it's up to you guys to, you know, bring that back, you know.
When you say you guys, you mean couples in general?
Couples.
All right.
You know, to bring that back, you know, to, you know, bring it back to that heyday when you first met, or the good times when, you know, everything was, you know, hey, you know, we go out on Fridays or whatever. It's, you know, it's date night Fridays, you know, whatever, something like that.
Yeah. And that's actually what was going to be like where I was going to go with it. Like, so you like, how important is that one night? Like for you and just like I said, like just you and her. Like how important is that one night, that date night, where y'all could just be flicking and chilling, or go out to the movies, or you know what I mean?
It's definitely important. Night. It's definitely important. It's definitely important because it's enough time. I mean, it's that time where basically it's just you and her. Yeah. And you guys could basically conversate about, hey, this is how I'm feeling. You know, this is how, you know, or this is how, you know, this is how I felt when this happened. And, you know, in a cool environment, you guys just kicking back and not even worrying about the kids. And it's just basically, you know, you guys basically be able to have good conversation and get whatever off your chest. Yeah. You know, or just even have a good time, you know, be able to kick back without worrying about, you know, did you do your homework? Oh, this needs to be washed, or, you know, house needs to be clean. And, you know, it's just
real life stuff.
Like a moment of sanity, you know, somewhat. So, it's, you know, it's definitely important. It's definitely important. It's it's a good balance, you know, gives you a good peace of mind. Yeah. You know, now, for date night.
Do you feel like you feel the strain? Like when those days don't happen? Like when there's just so much going on where y'all can't get that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. Like when that's not able to happen, do you feel like you feel the strain?
Of course, because the energy is definitely different. Yeah, you know, the energy is different. You know, there'll be tension. Yep. You know, and sometimes you be like, you know, yo, why you got an attitude, or, you know, or why do you feel this way, or, you know, what happened at work? And sometimes you just need that time to kick back. Yep. You know, you need that peace of mind, that mental day. Yeah. You know, just to kick back and, you know, relax. Yeah. You know, so, I mean, you definitely feel it. Yeah. You definitely feel it. I mean, everybody needs a break.
Yeah, because everything can't always be about, you know, work and school and laundry and dishes and everything. Car payments and... Oh, man. Woo! What's your note look like? Oh, man. I'm not asking you. I'm just playing. What? I'm just playing. Yeah. So with all of that, like, because you work. Mm-hmm. She work? Yeah. So both of y'all full-time parents, full-time work, and all of that. Has work on either one of y'all side ever gotten in the way of your relationship?
You mean spending too much time at work? Or?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you feeling as though like you're doing the most like at work. Like, okay, OT come up. Mm-hmm. Gotta take that. You know it's a strain, or, you know, they may feel a way about it or whatever, but you as a man feel as though it's going to be beneficial in the long run or whatever. But your train of thought and their train of thought may be something not on the same
Yeah. Nah, because she gets to work from home sometimes. Okay. Especially if she, you know, if she doesn't finish what she has to finish at work, she could just bring that home. Yeah. And plus, you know, on my job, there's no work to even bring home like that, so work doesn't really get into the way like that. Yeah. But, I mean, if it does get in the way, or if a lot of time is spent at work, I mean, sometimes it's for a purpose, you know, mostly overtime, you know, trying to get some extra money. Yeah. Things like that. So as far as for that, work doesn't really, you know, with our jobs, doesn't really get in the way like that. Okay.
So now what's your field? What do you do?
I work at the hospital. I work at scheduling.
Okay.
I do scheduling for a couple clinics.
At UMass. I ain't gonna even front. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, a couple, orthopedics, rheumatology,
know nothing about
surgery. A couple clinics. Person got a broken bone. They call me.
Because you come to fix it?
No, I schedule that appointment and bring them to the right doctor.
So
I wish.
So I sell cars for a living. I don't know.
I hear you. I mean, that could be stressful. That could be stressful sometimes.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm pretty sure you got to make a quota.
Absolutely. It's stressful, but when it comes, it's beneficial on my end because my wife and I work in the same field.
Oh, okay.
We don't work for the same company. I work for them, and she works for the competitors.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, car business is car business.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? It's long hours. You're not always going to come home on time. So we understand that about our job. So that makes it a little bit easier. But it's the stress is still,
Nah, I guarantee you.
The stress is still on the high.
The stressful times, you guys talk slick to each other about whose company is better. I know she'd be like, well,
honestly, no. You know what? We may have had that, I think that we both may have had that in our heads, and it may have come out in a back and forth, but never intentional where it was like,
oh, okay.
Nah, my company, it never came off like that. It was always, I'll tell her something about my day or my job or how things are run in my department at my job. And given the fact that she works in that same department on her end and she knows her work ethic and how things are ran on her side, I'll tell her things and she like, I don't know how the hell they get anything done over there because they ain't running it the way they're supposed to be running. You know what I mean? But never like so she basically like my brand is better than your brand.
Then because she's shopping it up. She be like, don't be like that.
Yeah, but you know what it is? At the end of the day, if I make money, she make money. If she make money, I make money. So that's
carry,
You know what I mean? It's we the yin and the yang.
In the family.
So, we keep it in the family. Goddamn it, that's what we do over here. We keep it in the family.
That's exactly. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, like that. That's the benefit of us being able to work in the same field. I'm gonna ask you a real question right now.
Oh shit.
No. It ain't nothing crazy. But given the fact that take a sip. Given the fact that, our generation, we didn't always come up with, you're proud to be a father.
Of course.
3 boys.
Of course.
And a little girl now.
Yes.
You're proud to be a father. I'm proud to be a father. I got 5.
Oh, shit.
As a collective. You know what I mean? I got 2 boys and
you really from Harlem?
Yeah. Shut up. I got 2 boys and 3 girls.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm I pride myself in doing the best that I can to make myself available for whatever my kids need. Because I didn't have that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I had somebody that was like my pops. I just I took the initiative to start a real relationship with my father.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But prior to that, he wasn't around, and I had a substitute.
Okay.
But then that substitute screwed up, and everything that I had invested in that person, I lost. It went out the window because they didn't live up to what they was trying to teach me. So I lost all kinds of respect for that. Who taught you how to treat
I'm gonna say, oh shoot, my fault. My mom definitely. She definitely played a major role to how to treat women, and then. I mean, a lot of things you learn as you go.
Yeah.
You pick up certain things, certain things you see other people do, TV, everything. I mean, you get bits and pieces, especially growing up as a teen. You get curious, and I mean, sometimes you want to lose the V, and you be like, okay, well, in my teen mind, I'm gonna think like this. If I say this is what's gonna work, and I'm gonna get this. And it's the most stupidest idea you ever came up with. But I mean, you go, you learn as you go. But my foundation was my mother. Yeah, my mother basically was like, "Yo, don't put your hands on females. It's not right." Mom taught me how to cook to the point she was like, "Yo, one day you're gonna be on your own, and you need to learn how to survive." And women like that also.
Yep.
woman love a man who could cook, and certain things, just certain things like just gave me those little key, key elements.
Yeah.
So
I definitely.
I'm gonna say definitely my mom was definitely instrumental, but I picked up certain things.
Yeah. But now, and with all that respect, shout out to mom.
Yes.
With all of that though.
God bless.
Oh.
Them,
all right. Respect. With that, that's life. Those are life lessons. To be a man.
Yeah.
To grow up to be an adult, to be a respectable human
As
being.
far as like, are you talking about like game or
No, not even game.
Okay,
not even game.
Okay.
Who taught you how to be a husband? See how it shifts.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil. Bill Cosby. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like, TV. Of course, TV, certain things.
Yeah.
And like, you pick up certain things. It's like,
yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, there's a flip side to that because shit don't always go like that.
It don't.
It's like, that's fake. To a point.
Yeah, because life don't wrap up in 30 minutes.
Of course not.
Problems don't get solved in 30 minutes.
Of course not.
Yeah.
So it's like,
they gave a great foundation.
Of course, bits and pieces of certain things, So, you take pieces from everywhere.
Yeah.
Fortunate enough for me,
Yep.
I had positive people in my life.
Yep.
That were married.
Okay.
Because
that's a big deal.
I did grow up in a 2-parent household.
Okay.
There was like 2 parts. Like my dad was there. My biological, he was there. Mom divorced, and then my other dad came in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like calling my stepfather. I call him my dad too. So it was, so I always had that 2-parent household.
Yeah.
So I could say I was definitely paying attention.
Okay.
I seen how my dad was. I can't say nothing like distorted or anything like that. Yeah. He definitely, So it's like, from them, but definitely, everybody had, every black kid had those TV fathers.
Yeah.
If they didn't have that, regardless if you had that father in your life, you had.
I don't know, black, all that, because I picked up a lot from Al Bundy too. I ain't gonna even stunt.
Of course.
Bundy taught me something.
Of course.
Bundy taught me a lot.
Of course.
Bundy gave me that effort factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's only, like, if I'm working hard,
yeah,
you're not going to be in my ear nagging me all day.
Nah, definitely.
Have a seat,
Definitely
relax.
not. I'm saying definitely not.
Talk
definitely
to your
not.
mother. Give me a minute. Like,
definitely not. But you look at it, all those TV dads were never pushovers.
This is true.
Never pushovers.
Yeah.
They weren't, I don't know, it was like all those positive TV dads, there was a good balance.
Yep.
The wife, not gonna say played her part, whatever. I'm not gonna say she played her role.
Yeah.
That's kind of
sexist.
Yeah, sexist.
Yeah.
She played her part.
Yeah.
Put it like that. She played
her
part.
position.
I can't say played her position.
She played her position. Son.
Sometimes I'm caught up in this whole political thing.
Don't be.
Sometimes.
Not here. Low-key conversations, bro.
She did what a wife was supposed to do. She held down her man.
See, that's even worse. Who says what a wife is supposed to do?
See, here we go with that.
Son, I'm trying to keep you safe, B.
See, now you Mike Jerry and me. Now you Mike Jerry and me.
Shout out to Mike Jerry, man.
Shout out to Mike Jerry.
Yo,
Mike Jerry.
I'm trying to keep you safe, B. Listen,
okay.
Let's just leave it. I understand what you're saying.
She did what she had to do.
There you go.
To be a strong one.
There you go.
She did what she had to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But I lost my train of thought, man. See, you got me going.
Nah, bring it back. She did what she.
Yeah. All those TV wives, they did what they had to do.
Yep.
And there was always that line of respect.
Yes.
To the point where it's just like, I let my husband be a husband, be a man, or whatever, and I never degraded him in any type of way or made him feel less than.
Yeah.
So me growing up, I always felt that a woman should give that man, that room.
Yeah. To be a man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? To be a man. And I expected or I envisioned that for my wife.
Yep.
When I got to that point.
I see.
So, yeah, so back to the original question. Yeah, TV and somewhat real life. I'm going to say a good 50-50.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
I'm in the same boat. Like you said, the Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
Dr. Huxtable. Not Bill Cosby. Dr.
Dr. Heathcliff.
Heathcliff Huxtable.
Heathcliff.
There's a differentiation between the
definitely.
two. Heathcliff Huxtable
Heathcliff
taught me
Huxtable.
a lot.
Yes.
All right? Acting or not, them lessons were learned. Yeah, man, I'm in the same boat. And it's sad it's kind of sad to say that, but at the same time, you get them lessons where you get them lessons. Like, I would have much rather them come from my pop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you get those lessons where you get them. And
that's another thing. And I never seen in front of my eyes any of my fathers disrespect my mom or make my mom feel lesser than.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did that behind closed doors, but
they did their best to keep that ground away from.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that was never. So I never put my hands on a female or anything like that, or even thought about that. And I instill that in my kids too. You know, you don't do that. You know, so
that's what's up. A lot.
So I never seen that. So so that wasn't a part of you know my DNA.
Okay. So with all of that, never put your hands on a female. Respect to that. Absolutely. That deserves a clap. Never put your hands on a female.
I mean, the famous words of Chris Rock said. He says, oh, damn, what he said? He said, listen, I understand why you hit her. I understand why you killed her. Just don't do it. Yeah.
Just don't.
There's a reason.
Do it.
There's a reason to put your hands on a woman.
Yeah. Just don't do it. I remember that. Listen. Hey.
Times, I'll shake a girl.
I'll shake the. Listen. I'll shake you.
I stand by that though.
I can't swing on you though.
Nah, I ain't swinging on you.
I can't. I couldn't swing on a woman.
I ain't gonna swing on you.
Like I can't swing.
And if I attempt to, even though I know I'm not gonna connect.
How you attempt?
Cause sometimes,
So when you cock back, it's all you can't front.
I got my wisdom from everywhere. I got my wisdom from everywhere. Don Bishop Magic Wand said, "It ain't what you do to her body, it's what you do to her mind."
Mr. Green.
He said, "It ain't what you do to her body, it's what you do to her mind."
This is true.
Basically, what he was talking about, he was saying back in his days when he was pimping, if one of your ladies ever came out disrespectful and you said you were supposed to do something to her, the next time she messes up and you didn't do it,
then you
she's gonna be like, I got you.
Exactly.
But at the same time, if you said, hey, next time you do that, I'm gonna kill you. Not saying that you should do that. Not saying that you should. Not saying that's right. I'm not glorifying that.
We're not putting that out there into the world.
I'm basically making an example. He basically said that you told her the next time you're gonna kill her, even though that's not in you. But at the same time, you supposed to do that to the point where she should feel that, damn, this nigga almost killed me.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So it's basically, not doing it to her body, but doing it to her mind.
Yeah.
It's a mental thing. Not saying that you should do that and everything like that, because Don Juan, he's a pimp, manipulates women and everything like that. And we don't play that all.
But you're right though, because I'd be remiss, I'd be lying if I said that I was never in that situation where, and not even intentional.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
But you're human.
Yeah,
you're human.
Not even intentionally, but like to make the woman that I was with, whomever it was, feel less than.
Oh, of course.
You know what I'm saying? Not even intentionally doing it, but just feeling like in that moment you were right.
Yeah.
You were dominant. You were, this is how it should have been. This is how it should be. You're wrong. I'm right. And to like poke your chest out to the point where it's like almost fearful. I've been in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I felt the repercussions from that. And it's like, that's not how it's supposed to be. Like,
nah, definitely
you got to put yourself in a position where, okay, every woman is somebody's daughter.
Of course,
you know what I mean? And being the father of a daughter, it's like, I'd lose my mind. If she ever came to me and told me that someone has done to her the things that I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
to your woman, exactly. it's even hard to even think that while you're in the moment, because when you're in the moment,
when you're
in
hot,
the moment,
you're
it's
hot.
like, yo, anything goes. And
Exactly.
sometimes you just come to this place where it's like, yo, anything flies. Fuck it. I'm jumping off the edge. I'm not coming back. Whatever happens, happens.
Exactly.
And then when that happens, it's like, damn.
Yep. It takes that cool down period for you to really gain perspective of what actually just happened.
Yeah, because women can push buttons, though.
Yeah, they
know
can.
how to do it, too.
You know what? Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
So let me ask.
Especially when they know you ain't gonna get physical either. Oh man, you better have a sharp
women
tongue.
push buttons. So all right, so let me ask you this though: women push buttons and women screw up. We know that. We've established that. But we do too.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
You ever been caught in a lie?
Of course I have. Of course. Of course.
How you handle?
Yo, man, listen.
No, hold up. Let me just broaden the spectrum a little bit. I don't need details. I don't want details. But just give me a synopsis of how did you handle it? Like, how did you get approached with it, and how did you handle it?
Oh man. I mean, I'll give you a perfect example.
Okay.
Give a light one.
Real light.
Sneakers. All right. Everybody knows I love sneakers.
Yes, we do.
So
you a sneakerhead.
Yeah. So I know, a pair of phone posits, whatever comes out, and it's like, damn, I want those real bad, but I don't want to let her know. Mm-hmm. And I got enough sneakers to the point where if I could wear this, she'll be like, oh, when'd you go? I'm like, I've been had these in the closet. So I've been had those. Been had those. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh.
So what I would do, I don't know if all guys do this, but what I would do, buy the sneakers, keep them in my car, wait till everybody go to bed, sneak downstairs, bring them upstairs, tuck them away, and then when we, whatever, go out, whatever, and I put them on. When you get those, I've been had those. So one time,
you got so many.
So one time I put the bag. I had the bag, whatever, and the receipt was still in the bag. And you got that closet of bags full of bags. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. One day she looking, she need a bag. Yeah. Looks at the receipt. She like sees the date, the price. She's like, yo, I thought you said you been had those. That's. You got me.
Yeah.
You got me.
There's nothing you could do at that point.
Nothing I could do. Nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do at that point.
And it's just like, and at the end of the day, it's just like, I should just been like, yo, I bought them.
Yeah.
With my money. Bills was paid. Kids got sneakers too. It's good.
Yeah. Be forthcoming with it.
Instead of being like, yeah, but it's like, I don't know. Men lie about stupid stuff, man.
Yeah,
we lie about stupid stuff.
Yeah, we do.
All the time.
But then this is the question though.
Go ahead.
Have you ever felt as though you lied to your wife, and not even your wife? I know how y'all been together for a grip or whatever, but we just talking relationship status, period. Have you ever lied to your significant other out of malice? Like just to, just in the sense of, I want to get something over on you.
You gotta elaborate a little bit more.
I'm saying, like,
give me an example.
All right. So as far as all right, I'll take it there. Like, for me, if a man were to like be unfaithful, you know what I mean? Not even as far as like to do the deed with another woman while you're in a relationship or whatever, but if you're out and you're at a bar and you're having a drink and your wife is not with you or your girl ain't with you or whatever, and some female approaches you and y'all sit there and y'all have an extended conversation and things are happening or whatever, y'all talking, y'all growing or whatever, and you don't would you just voluntarily give that information to your wife?
For what?
It's
for what?
That's what I'm asking you.
There was no foul, no harm.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, it's like, I mean, put it like this: would she?
See, but then you got a lot of women that would come to
you
and be like,
expect it? We don't say would you expect it.
Would I expect it from my wife?
Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely would. But I honestly don't think I would get it.
I mean,
because I don't think I would get it for the same reasons that I don't think see, I've been in this with my wife already.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. I'm talking about for me.
Yeah, for you.
So like,
what is it?
If I'm out and about and I know that I could be in a certain situation that if someone from the outside looking in will distort that, and it could come back real messed up.
You jump in front of it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially if, give an example, right? I remember one time I was giving a coworker a ride home.
Yep.
And one of my wife's friends saw me giving that coworker a ride home. She pulled up and she was like, "Oh, what's good? How you doing? Who's that?"
She made her presence
and
known.
I was like, "Oh, such and such, blah, 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 this and that." Okay, cool. Soon I went home, bam, yo, this what happened, blah, blah, blah. She's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But at the same time, I mean, if she didn't see me, do I have to tell her that I gave a coworker a ride home?
The argument could be made that, yeah, you got to tell her just off of the sense that you don't know who saw you. You don't know what anybody's going to say to anybody. It should be a trust factor. You're absolutely right. And I think that plays into it too. Like if you've never given your wife a reason not to trust you, then you should be good. Yeah. But then also the argument could be made that it don't got nothing to do with you. She could have been in situations prior to you where there's a trust issue.
Exactly.
Into your shit.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. You got that rollover.
Exactly.
You got that rollover.
You got that rollover.
Like minutes.
You got a rollover relationship.
You got that rollover. Sometimes you got to deal with that rollover.
You got a rollover relationship.
You be like, damn, when these minutes end, it's unlimited. I can't fuck with them rollover minutes. Unlimited. Fuck it. You know, sometimes you don't want to do that.
That's real, though.
Yeah, of course.
That's real. Like,
course.
women and the same thing is true for men. Like, men carry over baggage, too. Like, if they were in a prior situation where it was, you know, shorty wasn't being the most
honest, upfront.
And then, you know, they get with somebody that, like, they taking all the blunt for
of course.
It's like, yo, I ain't do nothing.
Yo, I mean, it's hard. It's hard. This is like sometimes you just gotta, you know, be a little bit cautious of how you move.
Yeah.
You know, and especially if you out in the bar where everybody knows you, someone comes up to you and it's like, hey, how you doing? Yep. Keep it moving. You don't want to be like, hey, how you doing? How's everything? Let me buy you a drink.
Yeah,
then
don't
it's just
entertain
like,
it too long.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it gets a little hectic.
Yeah.
You know, because you never know who's watching.
See, but then I had that argument. It wasn't even an argument. It was just a heated discussion. After the first episode of Low Key Conversations, we had a heated discussion behind the scenes. And it was, so one of my, you know, in-studio guests or whatever, like her and her husband, I gave her a scenario. I asked her, I was like, yo, okay, so if y'all went out to a bar.
You starting trouble, basically.
No, I ain't starting trouble. It was it's a legit question.
Starting shit.
It's a legit question. So if you and your wife are at a bar, y'all chilling, y'all spending time together, she get up, she go to the bathroom. While she's in the bathroom, some chick just comes up, random, out of the blue, hold a conversation with you. Hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Can I buy you a drink? Like she walked in as your girl. No, hold on. Listen, she walked in as your wife went to the bathroom. So she don't know that you sitting there and you with somebody. But she sees you, something about you is appealing to her. She approaches you. And then your wife comes from the bathroom. She sees that shorty is sitting there talking to you or whatever. She wows out, spazzes on this chick. Is that warranted?
Put it like this.
No. Is that warranted?
This is how that shit went. Especially if you with your wife, your significant other.
Even an explanation.
No, there is an explanation. There's an explanation because soon as she came up, she's like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" Yo, my wife's in the bathroom. Chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Get the fuck out of here, yo.
Exactly.
That's how it should have been, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I get that point. But son, if there's not even,
you know what I'm saying?
See, you shouldn't even have to feel like that.
Nigga, that's how you should feel if you married, son. Yo, son. You signed that contract? That's how that shit, nigga.
Nah, you still supposed to be able to breathe, B. You supposed to be able to breathe.
Let that shit be the other way around.
What?
Let that shit be the other way around.
I would not spaz.
Nigga, you got them
spaz.
drinks in you, boy?
I'd make my presence known.
Yo, listen.
And that's it.
I ain't gonna call you Kurt. I'm talking to you as Buddha now. Buddha Blast.
We edited that part.
No, we ain't.
So I'm talking. Yo, you're bugging, man.
Yo, listen. I know me.
I'm not built like that. Like I'm gonna make my presence known, but nigga, I'm gonna be silent about it. I'm gonna walk up. I'm like, what's going on? I'm her husband. What's good? Give him the opportunity.
I don't gotta do that.
That's wild.
Especially if I got something in me. Sometimes. And
see, but we're not factoring in liquor. This is real.
At a bar.
So what?
All right, so no
one had
you
drinks
drunk
yet.
already? So no one had drinks yet?
No, nobody had. We waiting. We waiting for our drinks.
It's starting. Oh, we waiting for drinks? You be like, yo, straight up, yo, that should be off rip. Like, yo, why?
I'm not saying accept the drink. I'm not even saying like let it get that far. Like,
simple fact, like I said, like you said, jump in front of the situation before
it
becomes a situation.
Jump in front of it.
It's like,
yo, damn, it's like here, 5 seconds in front of it.
Nah, but if I'm sitting, but if I'm sitting here, right?
Yeah.
If I'm sitting here and I'm chilling, I know my wife went to the bathroom and a chick comes sit here. Obviously, that's already my wife's seat. So obviously, hey, someone's sitting there.
She came on that side.
Hey. Oh, my wife's in the bathroom. Hold on for a minute. That's, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's when let's see y'all out together.
All right.
I need no confusion.
You're right.
Because at the end of the day, we both trying to get nice. We both trying to get right because we got goals at the end of the night, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's all it is,
but
baby.
then this was this is where the conversation had gotten interesting.
Go ahead.
So it was, so if that happens or whatever, like the wife felt the way about it, cool. No woman should be approaching my man while he's sitting at a bar. She's not even in the area.
Yeah.
No woman should be approaching my man while he's just out and about sitting at a bar. This woman don't know that this man is married.
Of course not.
This woman don't know that he's involved with somebody. Nothing. So what you're telling me is that you just want to have a dusty ass man that don't keep up with himself and is unattractive to any other female on the face of the planet. That's what you want.
I mean,
come on.
Of course. But at the same time,
that don't make any sense.
If that situation comes, all right, say you didn't jump in front of it. As soon as your wife comes, like, hey, how you doing? Oh, just want to introduce you to my wife.
Exactly. Take that.
This and that. Babe, you know what? She was sitting here, you know, and everything like that. She offered me to drink, but she, you know, I mean, it probably wouldn't go that far.
And I wouldn't.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that it would.
But
I can't be. I can't.
I don't know.
I can't co-sign that.
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel it just shouldn't even get that far to the point where, let's put it like this: some conversation has to happen to the point where she's like offering you a drink.
Really,
yo,
son.
So a chick will come to you like, oh my,
it's 2000. It's
you
happened.
Want a drink?
It's happened.
I'm like, yo,
it's 2017. B, I haven't gotten it more times than most. B,
what bar you go to? Shit.
You serious? It happened.
Damn.
You know how many times I have to? Nah, I'm good. It happens.
I mean, if it does happen, but that's just put it like this. I mean, there's been time. I'm not gonna say there has been times, but I don't like putting on shows for people, especially in public. So I like to deal with stuff in the car.
Yeah.
If something I seen out of place went, you know, or whatever, or if she's seen something with me or whatever.
You put yourself in that Chris and
Riri situation. Or it's
situation.
like, hey, you know what? Yo, we'll talk in the car, or we'll talk at home. You know, whatever. But I ain't put myself in that Chris Brown. What?
Yeah, nah. You heard that, right?
I heard you. Nah.
Don't put yourself in that Chris position.
But me personally, from the outside looking in, from the inside looking out, I just don't see that situation escalating that far.
No, and I get that.
You know,
my whole point of it is I don't think that a woman should just automatically jump out the window.
Of course not. Especially
because somebody else sees or finds their husband or whomever in some kind of an attractive light. Because if a dude approaches my wife, son, me, this is how I'm built. I want to see what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And see how you bugging out right now? Like, I wouldn't jump out the window automatically. I'll make my presence known. I'll sit down right next to her.
I'm not going to jump out the window like, you fuck this nigga. Yeah. You fuck you, nigga.
Son, but a lot of dudes do.
Of course they do. But at the same time,
I think that's where that fresh relationship, not married, didn't put in no work yet, comes in.
Nah, some niggas is insecure. Some people is insecure like that, you know? Some niggas insecure. I seen chicks be like, well, women, because, you know, these niggas are bugging with the female word, whatever. So, I seen women actually have their man hold their hand while they go to the bathroom, on the way to the bathroom, and their man wait out. Yeah, I seen that happen a lot. I'm like, God damn.
That's crazy.
I'm like, either, nigga, you have a small dick, or just like,
you might as well just drag your chick to the bathroom by her hair.
Yeah, and it's just like, man, what the hell?
That's
you might
bad.
as well put a Fitbit on her and freaking count her steps.
Yeah.
something. I don't know.
Put a tracker in her phone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean.
So then, if you, we already touched on, have you with the sneaker situation? Has she? And how did you handle it?
Oh, yeah. About she has an obsession with scarves. Yeah. So the silky one.
That's completely accident. That was not on purpose.
Or she's like, oh, I'm going to Walmart real quick. There's no such thing as Walmart and real quick. Shit don't exist.
There's too many aisles.
So it's like, why you lie? Nigga, you know what you wanted to get there. Stop lying. Why you coming home with this and that? Oh, it was a good deal and everything. And I'm like, nah. But I mean, yeah. People lie.
Mm-hmm.
People lie. As long as it's not habitual, yeah. I mean,
it's really like I said, you can't put too much on that. Like that's a real sensitive topic. You can't put too much on the whole. People lie.
Yeah, people. Straight up. And sometimes it's like, sometimes people lie. People lie to get over, and people lie so they don't have to explain themselves in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
And certain things. So sometimes you don't feel like explaining yourself in a certain situation.
It's just some.
You're gonna lie.
It's and I heard this. It's just some shit that you really don't think that nobody want to know.
That too.
You know what I mean? It's not,
or someone don't need to know,
or don't need to know, and then that just that plays into the whole. I'm a grown up. I'm an individual. Yeah. Like let me live. Like there's really no reason for you to be. See, but you got to be important to me for me to lie to you.
No, but the thing is, I think when it comes to marriage,
you gotta be somebody I really give a shit about for me to be like, I wasn't even like that.
Yeah, yeah. Nah. Well,
yeah.
Well, yeah. If you don't care about the person, you be like, yo, you did that, yeah. The fuck.
Exactly. If I don't really give a shit about you, like, I was there.
Yeah,
I was doing that.
Mm.
So, and what?
Yeah. I mean, with marriage, everything. I mean, there's an explanation. I mean, you have to explain certain shit.
Oh yeah.
Regardless if you don't feel like doing it or not, it's like on both ends.
Yeah.
Regardless if you don't feel like, why'd you do that? I'm like, nah, nigga. I need more of that.
I need more.
Why?
Yep.
Because okay, cool.
No, you're right.
But people lie though.
Yeah, people do lie. Damn. So you and your wife been through some shit.
Of course.
Let me ask you this, because I know you, and I know that you was. You've never been in a situation, as far as I know, where you've been hard up.
What do you mean hard up?
As far as like in that department, as far as women.
Oh, you mean like with this woman, with that woman?
Not rambunctious with it, but like
out there with women, kind of like publicly and everything like that. Nah, that's never been my style.
Exactly.
Like
so now let me ask you this: what was it about your wife that was like, all right, this is it? Like she's the one. This is the one that I'm building with.
I hate to have the cliche answer, but I mean, she had
real
characteristics like my mother.
That's not cliche
not
at all.
Not in a pervert, not in a way like, oh my God, I fantasized about my mom.
Yeah,
nothing like that. But it's basically like them same characteristics, them same life goals that my mom instilled in me.
Yep.
To become the person who I am today. She had those same qualities.
Yeah.
Like to that point, and I was just like, damn, and it's just like, I heard a wise man once say that the woman who can get you mad or pissed off like your mother is the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
I've never heard that, but hearing it out loud makes so much sense.
So much sense. Because at the end of the day, your mom can get you pissed. But at the end of the day, you're never going to stop loving her.
Yeah.
Depending on what that pissed is.
No.
But
you're
I'm talking about just on some growing up pissed, like, to that point.
I know what you mean.
It's hard to explain.
No, it's really not.
And at first, when I heard it, I was like...
It's a perfect example. Like,
no
like, right after you got that great ass whooping,
yeah.
and you're in your room with your door slammed, and you cursing out and wishing
yeah.
she got hit by a bus
yeah.
and all that kind of crazy shit. But
and
even though you wishing all that shit on her, like,
and
you still wanted to make them eggs in the morning.
Yeah, of course. And she do make them eggs. Because at the same time, one, she felt bad because she probably felt she probably went too far.
Yeah.
And she don't want you to call, DCF on her ass. Okay. And at the same time, but she cared for your well-being.
Yeah.
You be like, God damn, this woman damn near killed me, but she making me eggs in the morning.
Yeah.
God damn, ma. God damn, ma. God damn, ma.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, in that weird way, and it's just like, I mean, she was motherly, and I mean, she cared. Just like, yo, did you eat? Yeah. Okay, let me cook something for you. And I'm like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, and it's what's another example? Never let me go without. If I wanted something, she would do everything in her power to get that.
Yeah.
Especially at a young age, and I never seen that. Like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was different.
Yeah.
That was very different.
Okay. Like, so just to the effort to go above and beyond to make sure that you were happy.
Just be like, yo, I don't care about me. I'm
putting
all
you
about
first.
you, putting you first.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that's crazy. To the point, I'll be like, nah, chill out.
I think that's wow. That makes a lot of sense.
That's, what I'm saying.
I think that element speaks volumes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, to have someone just pop into your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's willing to go above and beyond for you in the beginning. Like, not really know you, but still in the process of getting to know you and what it is that they've seen from you already makes them want.
Yeah. Basically making
to
you
do that.
Feel that you're the only thing that matters.
Exactly.
Like, if you're literally the last man on earth, and I'm gonna treat you and do everything in my power to keep you the last man on earth, to make you, to keep you alive and keep you
to show you your worth.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. I get that. I respect that. Wow. That's damn. I thought I was the only one. Shout out to all the wives in the world trying to keep their man happy. Showing them that they first.
Yeah.
Now, with all that, and as long as you and your wife have been together, has there ever been a break?
Yeah. Yeah. Before we got married, we split for like a year.
Wow.
About that. We split for like a year.
Now, wow, a year. With no expectation initially. Like, when y'all split, there was no expectation of getting back. Right?
I want to say, yeah. I mean, there was ramblings, but...
Yeah. But when it happened, you didn't think that it would, like, circle back around.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
So now, when it did, like, what got it back?
I mean... When you're so used to a certain thing, and then it's like when you think you want this life, and then you realize that life ain't for you, or it's just like, and nothing else matters.
It wasn't what it was cracked up to
It's not what it wasn't what it's cracked up to be, and it's just like, it's just like, this shit ain't for me.
Yeah.
I want this. This is now I really have an understanding of what I want.
Yeah.
And what this is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And this is what it is.
And that is like, and excuse me, people think, so that's not really cliche shit. Like, that's real shit.
Yeah, no, it's real shit.
Like, people throw those cliches out there, like the grass not always
green on the
other side,
it
and
never is.
you never know what you got till it's gone. Like,
Yeah,
that's real life shit.
That's real shit.
That's real
real
shit.
You never realize how much you love somebody until that person's out of your life.
Yeah.
And one thing is, if what was that saying? It was basically like, you never stop loving. I forgot. I don't even want to butcher it. I'm not even gonna try to even do it. I'm not even trying to do it to myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. It's basically like, when you don't have it, and it's just like, damn, I need this.
Yeah.
I need this. This is what I want. I know what I want now.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's grown man shit right there.
Yeah, of course.
So now, it's real grown man shit right here. Have you ever screwed up? Like, so, hold on. Listen. Okay. Have you ever screwed up, like, big or small, whatever, and like, remember how we talked a minute ago about jumping in front of it? Yeah. Have you ever screwed up and jumped in front of it with your wife, like, without her having to come to you about it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you knew you was wrong for whatever it was you did.
Yeah.
And before she had an opportunity to say nothing to you, like, whoa, wait, listen. Let me, before you say anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't get into that, but yeah.
No. And again, like I said,
of course.
This is your forum for you to say or not say whatever you want. But
yeah,
and
hardest shit I ever do in my life. Hardest shit I ever had to do in my life. Yeah.
But was it worth it?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's
it definitely was. It definitely was.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Again, that falls back to the communication.
Definitely. I think communication is key no matter what. Communication is key no matter if you're in a relationship, if you're just messing around.
Yep. set them boundaries.
For real. Communication, because at the end of the day, when you communicate with each other, that person or whatever could never come back around and said, you didn't say this.
Yeah.
I'm like, we talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what it was, and this is what I meant.
Yeah.
And so it's like that communication, especially if both of you guys are on the same page, there's less errors.
Yeah.
That way. And everything just flows so smoothly.
Yep. Less misunderstandings.
Yeah.
And you can't just be like, nah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Of course you did.
We talked.
You knew, nigga. You knew, nigga. Yeah, exactly. Nah, nigga, you knew.
We conversed about that.
Exactly.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about, because you're married, this isn't, it's not like you just been messing with shorty for a grip or whatever. Like, you are a married man with a wife and some children. Mm-hmm. If it ever got bad enough, would you consider counseling? Have you ever? And do you feel as though it is something that's beneficial?
I can't say it's beneficial because I never had it.
Okay.
So I can't speak on anything I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I would consider it if that was the last straw.
Yeah.
Especially if you care about that person. You really don't want to see that person go.
Yep.
But you don't know what's wrong.
Yeah.
And you guys talked it out and you guys wasn't able to come to an understanding. That would probably be the next level.
Yeah.
And it's just like you want to go to someone who's unbiased.
Yeah. I get that. I hear you.
To that point where it's like, I don't know you. Spell it out. Speak about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, okay, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know, some people, they get comfortable in that surrounding, in that environment to dispel everything out.
Yep.
And then that person will combat that because I've seen it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. And that person's like, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And but a lot of people, sometimes some people it's hard to speak the truth because they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings.
Yeah.
And I'll be open to it.
Yeah.
I definitely would be open to it.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it. If that was the last straw and if it was something I felt that was worth holding on to.
You wouldn't be able to say that you tried everything.
Right.
To salvage or rectify what's broken or, miscommunicated without being open to that.
Of course.
I get that. I don't know. I have my own reservations about it, and that's probably because I've been through it, and I don't feel like I got nothing from it because I ended up divorced anyway.
Counseling?
But yeah,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Like I don't know. I just don't. And again, like I'm only speaking from experience. I don't want to shun anybody away from whatever. Like if you like, I feel like all efforts should be exhausted before you decide that
definitely.
you don't want. And if that's you can't say that you tried everything if you don't try that also. I just have my own reservations about it because I've been through it and I ended up out of my situation anyway.
Yeah.
But for me, I just don't feel like there's somebody that can sit there and listen to what's going on in my and then try and tell me what it is that I should or should not be doing.
I mean, everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point, and everybody knows when it's that time.
But again, like I said, I wouldn't be. I'm kind of standoffish towards it. But if I felt like it was the absolute last straw, then it's a conversation.
See, it all depends on it. For me, it's like I said, I'd be open to it, but it all depends on the situation.
Yeah.
It all depends on the situation or what led up to that. I mean, because some things are just like, like, do I really want to?
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know. And so, I
But
mean,
then
I'd be open to it, but.
Yeah. And then it's a factor where you got to, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just you. It's your wife, it's your kids, it's your lifestyle, it's your livelihood, it's your house, it's your cars. Like,
all that plays into facts.
everything.
But the thing is, I don't want to stay in something just for the kids. Because the thing
True.
is, I don't want to be miserable, and then that spills off
Into
on them.
them. Yep.
You know, and to the point where they look at it like, well, this is how my household was, and so this is how I want to run my household.
Yeah.
You know, so you definitely don't want that either.
That makes sense.
You know,
Now, you're right.
it's all about what makes you happy.
And you're happy.
Yeah, oh, of course.
That's what's up.
Of course.
That's all that matters.
I mean, you got your days, but that's marriage.
Yeah.
That's marriage.
My man.
Yeah.
Hey, I got everything I needed to get out of my man Kobra Karate,
Yes.
a.k.a. Kyley Nortey.
Yes.
This is a great talk. It's a great conversation. I appreciate y'all sticking around for it. Follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/lowkey conversations. Also, right now we on YouTube page Low Key Conversations. So if you are unfortunate enough to not have a Facebook, but you're still intrigued by what we got going on here, you can catch these episodes on Facebook. Follow it on Instagram at Low Key Conversations and leave your comments, your suggestions, your feedback. You go to our Gmail, Low Key Conversations, lowkeycombos@gmail.com and hit us up. My man Kyley, he got his own thing going on the other side of the dial. We're barely watching and live at 9. Him, my man D-Mobile, my man Cyrus 13. They got a lot of things going on over there. Shout out to the man on the couch. Y'all stay tuned. We taking over. I told you we taking over this internet thing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Shout outs to everybody out there. Stay tuned. Talk. Whole conversations. We're going to scream at y'all. Peace.
Peace.